I am Steve Breaker with Worthwhile Films. I'm going to talk about the distribution portion of do-it-yourself video for nonprofits. Distribution is the essential part of putting out a video where you actually get it out there and your people see it. And in the plan that you did for your video, you did do a plan, didn't you? Hopefully you outlined how this was going to reach your target audience and what the venue was going to be for that. So you want to start with that plan, and then always keep your eyes open for other things you can do. There are often many options. The most obvious is online, and the most obvious online outlet, especially for nonprofits, is YouTube. Pay attention to the YouTube nonprofit program is very useful. There are a lot of restrictions on YouTube uploads that don't apply to the nonprofit section. YouTube also has captioning. It is not that difficult to caption your own video on YouTube, which is great because captioning is traditionally a very difficult and expensive thing to do. You can also do annotation. You can have little bits show up. Who knows, maybe Ben will put one right here that says go to Worthwhile Films or something. But you can do these annotations that show up on the screen. I'm sure you've seen them, and they can be clickable links. They can be donate buttons. They can be all sorts of things. But those are the things that really keep YouTube at the top of the list, especially for nonprofits, as well as being, if you want something to be viral, if it has any chance of being viral, which it probably doesn't, that's the place for it to be. You want to encode your video separately for each channel you're using. There will be high quality encoding for YouTube. There'll be different encoding for DVD, and that's a whole process we won't get into. But if you're using DVD, events, special events, depending what your video is, you may want to have a fundraising party, some sort of captive event, other ways of getting the message out in person. And don't overlook broadcast and other media. It may not have been in your original plan, but you may find you have something that they're interested in and that can have a life of its own, both through the traditional media, and a lot of the newspapers are doing video, and on, kind of an endless range. Other ways to do video, there are reasons you might not want your piece on YouTube if you want more control of it. Facebook and Vimeo are another option, very high quality video that you can embed and have on your Facebook page. More control you can get by embedding QuickTime or other web video directly on your web page, and that is quite a bit more complicated, but you have a lot more control over where it goes. Chances are you're trying to get your message out there. You don't need to limit the control. Don't forget about podcasts and mobile, making it available on mobile technologies. I will tell you right out, I don't know much about that, but look into it if it's something that fits your plan, and keep an eye out for whatever's next in terms of the technology. You also want to promote the video itself so that it gets seen. Social media, I can just leave alone. That's lots of things you can do with the social media to get the link into people's hands, to get people to watch it right away. Bring it to mainstream media attention, email newsletters, public access screenings. If you have something really special, there are festivals and contests that can get you more exposure. And I don't know if I mentioned social media, but you should probably do that too.